First thing first, I would like to thank Shivani for inviting me for the second time in this talk. And I feel these talks should be done more and more frequently because it helps us to find ourselves where we are, to look back how far we have traveled, and also give back to the society of some of the things which we feel should be talked about and should be expressed. So, 3 cheers to ExpressO Talks. Thank you. This for Shivani. Ladies and gentlemen, I have come here to talk about life. One life, what we have. And there are three facets of life. The first one, the good one, is that we are all alive. We are sitting here. We are listening to each other. We are talking. That's the good thing. The bad thing about life is not easy. Life is not simple. Life never takes that perfect circle, what we would have dreamt of. That perfect square, what we would have planned of. There are circumstances that will pull you down. People will rob you of your money, of your trust. You will fail. You will be injured. You will lose your good ones, your loved ones. Life is not easy. That's the bad news. But then, that's the optimistic facet also, which I look into. The life is challenging, but it has possibilities, immense possibilities. As long as we are alive, we can change ourselves, we can create difference in this world. If there is disparity, there is hope. And as long as we are alive, we have this capacity to rekindle hope, not only amongst us, our own self, but to the family, to the near and dear ones, and the society at large. And it's that hope which we should bank upon, those possibilities and those opportunities which I'm talking upon, on talking about, is what we should bank on and we should live upon. These are the three aspects of life, and I want to talk about the possibilities and opportunities of life. It's amazing that we all have the capacity to dream, and that dream takes us to places. And it has taken me to places, and I feel every individual, all of us sitting here, and all those who hear this video once uploaded, we have immense opportunity and immense possibility to carry and do what we want to do in this world. The only thing is to dare to dream. As long as we dream, as long as we desire to dream, we'll achieve it. And that's what I'm here to stand and tell you. I want to tell two small stories. One which is complete, which brought me here. Another one which is still work in progress. We are writing that story. We don't know how it will climax. The first one is about my father. When we were young, those days we used to have dinner. It was called Rasoi Kitchen. Mummy used to cook the food, and we all used to sit together down with some asan and pata. We used to keep our thalis and eat with all the family. And that was our time where there was no dining table, and families used to sit together and eat with the father. We were going through some of the bad times, and I questioned my father. I was, I think, 12 to 13 years old. And I questioned my father that why it's important that you have to do business. Like, why can't you find a job so that we have a stable income? We don't have to worry about I had a very bad past, but that's fine. But that was my question to the dad. Dad looked at me while he was eating, and I thought I asked the wrong question. He looked at me and he said, look, Manish, I left my home from Rajasthan to come to Bihar because I wanted to be an entrepreneur all my life. I will live as an entrepreneur whether I succeed or fail. That's how I am. That's my life. I want to live. I can't work for somebody. I don't want to do a job. And if that's good or bad, I don't know. But I want to live and keep trying as an entrepreneur. So if you want to live your dreams, stick to your dreams. That's what he said to me, that line I remember. No matter what it may be, stick to your dreams. Focus on that journey. You may reach to your goal, it's good, fine, celebrate, clap, enjoy your success. But if you don't reach to that goal, that journey, what you're going through, is where life is happening. Enjoy it. Be a part of it. Be happy, be sad, be struggling, be rekindle yourself, rise up again, but enjoy that journey. And that stick to me. That stick to me. The point what I want to drive is the second story, which I want to connect it from there. Is I always saw myself as a person living a life through this journey. Of course, the goalposts change as we grow. Our aspirations change. Our dreams make us think more bigger. But don't forget the journey. When the journey comprises of all the compositions, whether it's good, bad, ugly, worse, whatever it is, take it as a stride. But the good thing is, since we are alive and we have only one life to live, rise up again. Even nature gives us a night and follows it by a day. So it is bound to happen. It's going to happen. Good things will come in if there are bad things. The next story I want to talk about is our journey through Drishyam Films. So as an entrepreneur, when I was successful and my only objective was to make films so that I can win an Oscar. That was my prime objective. And there is a story behind how I got into making films like Aakho Dekhi or Masan or Dhanak or Newton or whatever good films you have heard about. I've won like 5 national awards till now. And so we reached, so I failed, like we as a team have failed 9 times. We made almost like 10, 11 movies, but I knew almost 9 could go to Oscars. But we got 1, Newton. Newton was the last which was nominated from India's entry into Oscars. But again, we couldn't make it into the top 5 to win. So we have failed 9 times in this 6-7 years journey of Drishyam film. The objective, my dream, is to win an Oscar. The good thing about this whole thing is, my objective is still the same, and I have the guts to fail. That's the important message I want to drive today is, we have been taught to succeed. We have been taught how beautiful success sounds. We have been taught how appreciation makes you feel good. But the important part is, we need to have guts to fail. Because if you don't have guts to fail, you'll never succeed. The first and foremost thing, a first step to success is you should have the guts to fail. Because if you don't have that guts, if you don't have that bravery, that confidence that yes, I'm ready to fail, you won't taste success. You'll live a normal life. Because those who feared of failure never achieved success. I can bet that. Only those who were ready to fail, ready to experiment, ready to take calculated risks, work hard again and again and again, succeeded. There are n number of examples. I don't want to exemplify them. There is Oprah Winfrey. You talk of even Steve Jobs. You talk of anybody who has succeeded today have gone through an enormous chain of failure. And that's what I want to talk, that one life we have. One thing you can do is have guts to fail. Rise up again, change things, experiment, take that risk again, work again, and even if you fail, stand up again and work for the dream. That's very important. And I feel the story, there's a second story which I wanted to complete is still, we don't know how the climax would be, but what we are determined at Drishyam Films is we'll continue to make film after film after film till we get Oscars. That's important. No matter how many times we fail. Once we achieve the Oscar, then I'll tell the story again, come back here at ExpressO and speak about the full story, how we could win Oscars. I think I have only this much time, right? I want to say so much. But thank you so much for coming here, listening me. I have so much to tell. I think next ExpressO Talk again, call me and I'll touch about another. No, I think it's fine. Just to add, just 2 minutes, just to add. It's easy to say about failure because I didn't want to leave my talk incomplete. Guts to fail is good, but it should be backed by an objective It's very clear. An objective should be looked every time you fail. Whether you need adjustments, whether you need strategy, what have you learned from your failure and how you want to change it. That's very important. And this can only happen if you continuously focus on knowledge, upgradation, what's happening in the world, how you want to improve upon your skills to achieve that thing. Like, for example, if you want to win Oscars, we need to watch all those films which were nominated. Foreign five films which is nominated every year, the foreign films. We need to watch them. We need to look for the stories. We need to look for writers. We need to look for directors who can direct such stories. So those learnings need to be done. And then, most important is work hard. It's not easy, as I said. Even if you have a set objective, even if you have failed so many times, even if your dreams are there, you need to work hard. Work hard, and that has no substitute. You really have to work hard, because if you want to achieve what normal people don't have achieved, you have to do abnormal level of working hard. And last not least, I wanted to speak was 3 important words. I need help. These are the 3 important words, never forget. If you feel you need help, talk to people. Look for a guide. Look for a friend. Look for somebody who has already achieved success and tell, I need help, I need guidance. There are people who would guide you, they will help you, they will talk about you, they will talk about the experience. But majority of us feel shy even to ask for help. Whether it is in case of failure, whether you're going down, whether you're depressed. I was depressed recently, some 4-5 months back. I raised on Twitter and I said, look, I need help. And there were so many people to help me. And it's very important in life. When you want to achieve success, these 3 words help you. Ask people who have been there, who have passed through the journey, and seek help. That's very important. It will make you more stronger. And then once you have achieved success, ask people, can I help? Thank you so much.